everyone. So it's been a few days since I've been back from MCM and I haven't posted for a couple of days. I've not been very well. I was a bit ill before I went to MCM and now I've come home. I'm suffering a bit, but it was totally worth it. It was a really good weekend, and in the time since then I've had time to finally read this bad boy. So the Rebirth title for DC. So in this video I will be doing a little bit about what I read in this, and also I have finally got to play the first hour of the Blood and Wine Witcher 3 expansion pack, which is exactly what I wanted it to be. So the first half of the video will be looking at DC Rebirth and the second half will be looking at The Witcher. So if you want to watch either of those you can skip to it or carry on watching. So, Rebirth. Yes. It's everything that I wanted it to be. We have been waiting for this for what feels like a really long time. I'm not one of the people that hated all of the New 52. Some of it I really enjoyed, but something was missing. And I think it's really good that Jeff Johns actually listened to us, listened to the feedback that the fans were giving, and realised that something had to change. So Rebirth, there will be spoilers in this, by the way. Rebirth takes us back to hopefully the characters that we know and love. Now, the big reveal, first of all, is not very far into it. This. The 3 Jokers. Now, we all knew about this in the run-up to Rebirth. There was an announcement, so we all knew this was happening. And I was kind of hoping that in the comic we'd find out a little bit more, but they've just teased us. So it's clever. It makes us want to read more, and obviously those of us who are fans are going to anyway. So, you know, I mean, I'm literally about to go and download Batman Rebirth issue 1 now, which I'm assuming will have a bit more about this. So there are 3 Jokers. So one is our original Joker, one is the Killing Joke Joker, and one is the New 52 Joker. So I'm hoping that they'll give some kind of explanation for that time when Batman discovered who the Joker was, and we didn't find out, but he knew. So I'm wondering if at that point it was one of the particular Jokers that he knew about, or if he knew about all of I don't know. So we're going to find out about that. And then the other huge thing in this is Wally. I've really missed the true Wally, and the whole of this comic is his voiceover, and we find out bits about what's going on in all of the other characters' lives, but this is really Wally, and Wally coming back to us, which is beautiful. We even hear about the other Wally, and see what's going on with him. But the best moment, and I'm just trying to find it now, is the Wally and Barry moment in this story. It's just beautiful. It's so nice, and Jeff Johns just gets what the fans are looking for. He gets who these characters are, and he gets their relationships. Wally and Barry are just like kindred spirits, and Wally looks up to Barry so much, and his pure admiration for Barry in the moments in this book are just so stunning and so true and so grounded. And when Barry remembers him and realises, it's heartbreaking. I'm not gonna pretend. I mean, it made me well up. It was beautiful. There's just one image in particular that is just so strong, and I will find it in a minute. This one. It's just gorgeous. Their relationship is one of the things I love in The Flash. I love Barry and his connections to the others with the Speed Force, but Wally and Barry in particular, you know, Wally has idolised this man. He adores him and his family, and I love it. I think that's why I like DC more than I like Marvel. It's because of the characters and their relationships with each other. They don't just focus on building like really strong individual characters. The relationships between them and the way they all connect together is just so much more deep, and it's real. And yeah, I know it's a comic book, and there are people who can run faster than the speed of light, and, you know, people that can breathe fire, you know, all these crazy things, but it's the relationships that make us love the stories, right? I mean, we wouldn't be reading about it if we didn't care about the people. And for me, Barry and Wally are 2 of the people that I've grown up adoring, and their relationship is really strong for me. So when we get comics where they're both together, it's one of my favourite things. So I'm really excited for Flash issue 1, which I think comes out in, I want to say on the 12th, but there was some out on the 8th, some out on the 12th, and then some later on. So I'm hoping the Flash is on the 12th of June, because I don't want to wait to read it. The Flash is one of DC's hottest titles ever, and at the moment, especially with the TV series doing so well, there are new fans wanting to read, and if you are a new fan who hasn't read the comics but you like the TV show, now is the perfect time to start reading the comics, because it's, you know, you don't have to know everything about what goes on in the past at this point. So, I mean, it would help if you did a bit of research and you found out a bit about the characters, but at this point you can jump in, and it's going to take you on a journey that none of us have been on before. And yeah, it will include some of the stuff from the past, but it will also be new and exciting, and it is the perfect time for you to start reading. So please at least pick up Flash Rebirth issue 1 when it comes out this month. Give it a try. I promise you, if you like the TV series, you are going to love the stories that are coming out of Rebirth right now. What else can I say about this comic? I'm really excited about the new Aqualad storyline. I think that's going to be really good. I love the way that his Guardian character was like talking to him about who he is, and he thought he was going to be talking about him. You think it's going to be him talking about him being Aqualad, but it's about him being gay and Aqualad, and it's great. I love it. I'm really happy that we're getting more limelight on LGBT characters. It's fantastic, and I really hope that we see this character in a lot more detail moving forward in the new Titans or Teen Titans titles coming up, which would be really cool. And what else? Obviously, Dr. Manhattan. My boyfriend and I are having a bit of a discussion about this, because Dr. Manhattan has always been someone that he has seen as a hero, and he really adores, and he loves the Watchmen title. It's one of his favourite comics ever, actually, and he's not really a comic reader like I am, so he's really passionate about that. So he's like, what? How has he done it? What's going on? And I'm just trying to say to him, you know, he's been on Mars for a really long time. He's been stepped back from the world. He's been watching what's going on. He's seen all the mess ups, and he's taken advantage of what happened with Flashpoint. So, you know, we'll see what's going on there, because I'm really excited about it. And I can see why Adam's nervous, because he's a Watchman fan. But for me, I think it's really cool, and it gives him an opportunity to be a different type of character. So I'm looking forward to see what happens with him. And I'm hoping that it won't be egged out for too long, that we'll actually get a bit more information on that soon. Okay, so Rebirth. I would give it 10 out of 10. Cannot wait to pick up Batman later on today. I am going to read Batman on Comixology, but I'm going to get the rest of them all as a hard copy. As well, I will get Batman as well this weekend. So I'll give you an update after I've read all of those. And number 2. So, The Witcher. As you probably know already, that The Witcher 3 is my favourite game that I've played probably ever. I love it so much. It's just been a real delight to play and to be a part of Geralt's world. This expansion pack is incredible so far. It's beautiful. I did try to do a let's play of my first hour on it, but the screen recording software that I got for some reason recorded my voice and just recorded the title of the game instead of including the game and my voice, which is really annoying. So you can hear me talking about the game, but you just can't see what I'm doing. So I'm not going to upload that, and I will do a bit more research about how to record my Steam games in the same way that I do with my PlayStation games, because I want to do some Let's Plays of The Witcher, because I actually don't suck at it. I know I'm not the best gamer, and I mean, that's the whole premise of this channel, is that I'm just an average person that likes geeky things. But I don't suck at The Witcher. Like, I've spent enough time on it now that I'm actually okay at it. I am confident in it. I don't run and hide from monsters like I do in some other games. Jens, you do that too. It's something that I really enjoy. So I'm hoping that I will be able to get a setup where you'll be able to see me play a bit more. So I've stopped playing after about an hour and 10 minutes so that I can figure out a way that I can carry on playing with the rest of it filmed for you guys. Now, the colours in this DLC are insane. It is absolutely beautiful. It's green and blue and yellow and just such a contrast to the dark tones of the rest of the worlds from The Witcher 3. I mean, Novigrad, yeah, okay, it's bright, it's pretty, but it rains all the time and people are burning outside and hanging in the trees, and it's not the nicest place. Toussaint, however, is stunning. It's beautiful, and I cannot wait to have a bit more of a go at playing around in the open world and seeing what else is out there and just exploring. I'm very much like the Access team in that when I am playing games like that, I do stop quite a lot and just look around and take photos and feel like I'm there. It's just beautiful. I will, put money on the fact that Rob from PlayStation Access is going to freak out when he sees the water. It is so pretty. So pretty. And for once my PC did not freeze when I jumped into it this time, so I could actually explore it, which was quite nice. I'm in the middle of the first main mission at the moment, and I've already come across a boss fight, and actually it was pretty hard. For the first boss fight of the new DLC, it was pretty hard. But it was fun. It was just quite a difficult boss fight for so early on. A lot of people won't have played this game for a couple of months now, so they're picking it back up and getting back used to it. And if they're anything like me, that takes a little bit of time. And boom! Giant boss that is actually really difficult. I died once, but then I got her, so all good. What else? Oh, okay. There's one thing that I'm not too happy about. So they've redesigned the HUD, so the menus and everything else like that, and what you can see on your screen. It's not terrible, but I liked the way it was. I'm not one of those people that can't deal with change, but I actually don't think this was a change in the right direction. Now I know that we're going to have some new mutations, and different options like that. So yes, we need more space in certain menus, but they didn't need to redesign the whole menu system. The map looks different. The icons aren't along the top anymore. They're down here in a little corner. When you go into your inventory, everything's laid out differently. It's clean to see, but I'd gotten used to it the way it was, and I quite liked it. What else? Oh yeah, and also tutorials are coming back up. I don't need your tutorials anymore. I've played this game for 152 hours. I know what I'm doing. I don't want your tutorials. If it's something brand new, fine. If it's something that I've already done, just in a slightly different layout, let me figure it out for myself. That was a bit sucky. Other than that, this game gets 10 out of 10 so far. It's massive, and the Gwent, the new cards look insane. There was a cow card in my first game that was ridiculous, so I need him. And there's new Gwent music as well, so no more same track over and over and over again when I play the game, because I think Adam wants to kill my TV from the sound of the Gwent game. I think I have a Gwent addiction. I need help. Nah, it's great. I want someone to make Gwent as an actual card game, by the way. So if you're a developer or an artist or something like that, please make Gwent. Please talk to CG Projekt Red and get permission, because Gwent rocks. It is such a good game. Sometimes when I'm really bored, I just go on and play Gwent when I can't be bothered to do anything else, and that's enough fun for me. So please, make Gwent. Thank you. Yeah, I think that's it. I've talked for 15 minutes nearly. Sorry. I've been on my own for the last few hours. Adam's at work and I needed to talk to someone. So thanks, guys. I get a little bit excited when I game, and I'm glad I can share it with you. Okay, so thank you for listening. I have talked for a really long time. Sorry. I hope you have a really nice evening. And if you haven't already read Rebirth, go out and get it right now. It is on Comixology, or you can go and buy it in your comic book store. It is $2.99. I actually paid $5 for it because I got it at Comic-Con, but it won't cost very much if you get it from your local comic shop. And I'd get it now because it's fantastic. And also, do download The Witcher DLC Blood and Wine. It is worth it. And hit me up in the comments if you want to share your favourite bit about the story so far, or anything about DC's Rebirth stories, any predictions or anything that you loved or anything like that. I'd love to talk to you about it. Please hit that subscribe button if you hadn't already, and watch this space for a future video.